Have you ever felt like you're performing for a world that refuses to see you? Like you're putting on a show that no one really watches? Maybe you've dressed your dreams in trends and called it confidence, but inside, you're starving for something real, for something true. I've been there too, chasing applause that never fills the silence, editing myself to fit the feed, the moment, the mood, just to be told I'm enough. But what if there's a deeper story? What if you were already more than enough before you ever tried to prove it? What if worth can't be measured by followers, filters, or praise, but by the simple, breathtaking courage of showing up as you? That's what this piece is about. This is for the ones who want to peel back the costume, who want to remember the language of their own heart, who want to live unedited. This is for you. Let's begin. Main poem. They say the world is spinning fine, but I see it tilted, off the line, smiles painted, souls on mute, truth dressed up in a tailored suit. We walk through life like staged designs, wearing masks with practiced lines. But under the surface, something aches. A hunger only truth can break. We've traded depth for likes and clicks, replaced real hugs with filtered pics. We scroll and swipe through endless noise, yet silence haunts the inner voice. And still, we chase what doesn't last, running from a haunted past. But deep inside, a whisper grows, a seed of worth the world can't know. We build our towers brick by brick, stacked with labels, status, tricks. But even skyscrapers touch the skies and still cast shadows in their rise. Standards rise like glass and steel, but truth isn't something you conceal. We praise the pretty, rich, and wise, yet see the sorrow in their eyes. We celebrate the polished sheen, the trophy smiles, the glowing screens. But underneath the perfect pose, is anyone brave enough to show their soul? We're told success means being seen, but being seen is not being known. And there's a chasm between the two, a place where many hearts have grown cold. We dim our shine to meet the mold and call it confidence when it's control. But isn't courage choosing raw and showing up with every flaw? Beauty? They say it's curves and cash, high cheekbones and camera flash, a voice that charms, a waist that thrills. But beauty's more than highlight reels. It's in the way the wounded heal, in broken hearts that choose to feel, in silent strength, in tears unshed, in sacred words left softly said. It's in the grandma's weathered hands, in children building castles from sand, in nights alone where prayers are cried, in choosing love though hope has died. Beauty lives where mirrors crack, where stretch marks trace the stories back, in battles won without applause, in standing firm for higher cause. It's in the no you dared to say, in walking out instead of staying, in grace you give without return, in bridges built from lessons learned. We, the youth, wear trends like skin, but strip us down what lies within. A generation hungry for truth, starving in the age of proof. We copy culture, frame by frame, but who are we beneath the name? We dance to beats we didn't write, and smile while wrestling with the night. We speak in memes and viral threads, but silence echoes in our heads. We chase a love we've never seen, then wonder why we feel unseen. We crave belonging, ache for touch, but sometimes masks become too much. And deep inside, behind the scroll, we're losing bits that made us whole. Yet still, there's something sacred buried deep, a truer self we fight to keep. The part that sings when no one's near, the voice that rises past the fear. That's who we are beneath the noise, not perfect, polished girls and boys, but sacred beings, wild and free, designed for love and meant to be. There's more than charm, more than smart. I crave the soul, I crave the heart. I long for questions, not just praise, for deeper paths, not shallow ways. I've seen the masks, I've played the part, I've smiled while hiding broken parts. But now I'm tired of dimming light, of shrinking back to make things right. What if enough was who I am, not what I've done, not who they stamp? What if real beauty never begged, never chased, and never pled? What if truth walked into the room and wasn't met with shame or gloom? What if we held each other tight, not for performance, but for life? I've looked for worth in many places, in praise, approval, pretty faces, but every mirror told a lie until I dared to lift my eyes and saw a God who wrote my name, who carved my soul, who bore my shame, who said, "You're mine, you always were." Before the world said otherwise, he swore. So now I breathe a different air. I stand more whole, more bold, more bare. I don't need crowns or crowds or fame. I'm learning how to bless my name. Because healing starts when I believe that being me is not naive, that truth is worth the quiet fight, that realness wins, though out of sight. Maybe the world won't always celebrate the way you choose to be real. Maybe people will say you're too much, too deep, too raw. Let them, because your softness is power, your honesty is light, and your story, your unpolished, holy story, is worth telling. You don't need to shrink to stay safe. You don't need to perfect your edges to be loved. You are allowed to take up space, to dream wide, to breathe freely. Every time you show up with your truth, you teach the world a new definition of beautiful. So keep going, keep feeling, keep trusting the heart that beats inside you. And know this, always, you were never missing anything. You were never too broken to begin again. You are, and have always been, more than enough. If these words spoke to your soul, let them live beyond this moment. Share this with someone who's forgotten their worth. Leave a comment with the truth you're reclaiming today. And if you want more words that speak life into your soul, subscribe, because your journey deserves to be surrounded by truth, healing, and light. And when you wake tomorrow, dare to rise, unapologetically you, because your light was never meant to hide.